Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of Hometown PTBO, and this is Jen from the Alzheimer's Society locally, which has a long title, and you can read it in the blog. But you cover most of the area, which is amazing. Tell us first of all a little bit about yourself. You weren't born here, came not too far though. You're kind of from the Barrie area.
Yeah. I grew up in the Barrie area, and my husband and I met at Trent. So we've been in the region for a long time with a short stint in Saskatchewan, but it's been great to be back here these last few years.
Okay, so Trent, I love that story because a lot of couples have met at Trent over the years, and I have you as a Lady Eaton, maybe college.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. And your husband?
He was Otonabee.
Champlain? Oh,
Otonabee. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm an honorary chair from Otonabee College, so
there you go.
He must be a good lad. All right. And you're still so now you're not far from Trent. You live sort of out that way, and that's kind of cool. You love the area. You sort of fell in love with Peterborough when you came?
We did.
What do you love about it? Is it the water? Is it the parks? Is it the green space?
All of that, the culture, the food. It's just a really great place to be and a great place to raise our family. So we love it here.
Okay, I love talking about food on this segment. I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you have a restaurant or two that's like, okay,
Well, it was always the Old Stone.
Right.
For the longest time. My husband was a diehard Old Stone person, and we were very sad to see the Old Stone go. But
and there was Hot Belly Mama's right beside it.
Yes, right beside.
Kind of the one too,
Yeah, and we're also very partial to the Silver Bean, of course.
Oh, yeah. How many days until it opens? Do you have like a countdown?
We do in the office here because we're a short walk away, so we make our way to the Silver Bean with a lot of regularity.
Yeah. It's a great spot. And okay, let's talk a little bit of how you got into this role. Like what got you involved? Because I believe, we're all kind of affected or know somebody that has Alzheimer's, dementia. Do you have a connection to it as well?
Absolutely, yeah. So my grandmother, my father's mother, had Alzheimer's disease, and she lived with our family when I was a teenager, and I helped caregive for her. So of course that was very, really shaped who I was as a child. Yeah, absolutely. And I also used to work, as I went through my time at Trent, I worked for the VON Adult Day Service, which predominantly serves individuals who do live with dementia. They have a lot of individuals they support with dementia. And my husband's grandmother as well, his Oma, had dementia too. So a lot of different places where I was touched by the disease.
And unfortunately, it seems to be, I guess the numbers are growing. The need for your services are growing.
Yes, significantly so. We're expecting the number of new cases of dementia, so the number of new diagnoses, to go up by 51% by 2030, and the number of people actually living with dementia to go up by 65% by 2030. So we're already seeing significant growth right now, and that growth is going to be continuing well into the 2050s.
This week, launching something new, like what? If you're watching this Thursday, it was launched yesterday. So what's going on with you guys?
So we are launching the Educational Dementia Immersive Experience Program, which is a bit of a mouthful, so we call it EDI for short.
Oh, EDI's a good name.
Yeah, and it's a really unique program that was developed by Dementia Australia. And the individuals who developed the program went on to work at NASA and are still there. So, the really interesting group of people that developed the program. And what it is it's a virtual reality program. And it shows you what the perceptual differences are if you have dementia in terms of how you view the world around you. So the EDI program takes you through what it might look like in a bedroom in a home if you have dementia, and what that experience would be like to navigate that home while you have dementia.
Yep. And right behind you there, the EDI banner. And you've obviously tried it, and like, is it scary in a way? Is it like, how would you describe it?
Yeah, it's not scary. But it's certainly very impactful. And you always hear someone say that and you think, oh, I can understand. Like, logically, it's very impactful. But when I took the program, I actually had a very strong emotional reaction to it as well, because as much as you may logically understand or intellectually understand what someone with dementia may be experiencing, it's very different to see the world from that perspective altogether.
Probably hit home for you a little bit too.
Very much so.
With your grandmother. And,
yes,
and
very
such,
much so. Yeah.
Okay, so if people want more information on this, I know your clients are, you're in regular touch with them,
Yes.
but if it's new to them, like how do people reach out?
Absolutely. So we're delivering the program for our clients, of course, but we're also delivering the program for the public. It's $100 per person to participate in the EDDI program. And all the information is on our website, which you can get to at enablingeddi.ca. And there you'll connect with our amazing education team who are coordinating with members of the community.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we should give a shout out to this. I'm being the director. To that. Here,
yes. Our Missing Piece campaign.
Yeah. Let's touch on that.
Yes, absolutely. So back in June, we had another sort of, we spoke with the press and the media quite a bit around this project. We work with Fleming College's design program on this, and it was an incredible experience. And this was developed by one of Fleming's students, and the goal for that is for an anti-stigma campaign. Right. So one of the things that we find is that dementia is still very, very much stigmatized in our society. We hear a lot of stigmatizing phrases very frequently in the work that we do. And, I think a lot of people are unaware that they might be stigmatizing phrases. But unfortunately, the consequence of that is that people often don't reach out to us for help or reach out to their physician for a diagnosis because of that stigma of dementia. And so what we're doing with the Missing Piece campaign and EDDI is we're doing this sort of broader anti-stigma push to try and educate everybody about dementia and create sort of a more welcoming community for people with dementia to go out into.
Very good. Well, keep up the great work. Is the fire truck pull on again for next year? Do we know?
It is.
Okay, all right. I'll come more prepared this time. I showed up to interview you, and I got thrown into
And you got thrown on the rope. You did a very good job, though.
Yeah. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Pete.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you for watching Hometown PTBO, brought to you by the Pyle Group, CIBC, Wood Gundy.